Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. In this video, I will explain about Spring Boot Actuator and Admin Server UI. Here I am mentioning Actuator manual and Admin Server automated. I will explain in this video why I am mentioning like Actuator is a manual and Admin Server is a automated. So let's get started. First, we need to understand some bullet points about Spring Boot Actuator and Admin Server UI. Spring Boot Actuator, Spring Boot Actuator theory. So theory points are very important in interviews. Must we need to understand. So step one, suppose A Spring Boot Actuator, Spring Boot Actuator called as production ready, production hyphen ready. Endpoints are production ready. Endpoints are production ready features production ready features that help you monitor your application. B, it provides a wide range of building endpoints. Building endpoints are predefined endpoints. Here, Spring Boot Actuator theory. Spring Boot Actuator called as production ready endpoints are production ready features that help you monitor your application. It provides a wide range of built-in endpoints or predefined endpoints. So, example, total 14 actuator endpoints are there. So, total 14 actuator endpoints are there. Total 14, this is most important. Total 14 actuator endpoints are there. So, first one, beans. Second one, catches. Third, health. Health is a default endpoint. If we are adding Spring Boot Actuator, then it is automatically activated. Health endpoint. Remember this point. Fourth, import. Fifth is conditions. Sixth is config props. Seventh is environment, environment. Eighth is loggers. Ninth is heap dump. 10th is thread dump. 11 is metrics. 12 is SBOM. 13 is schedule tasks. 14 is mappings. See, this is all about Spring Boot Actuator theory. I will repeat once more. I will repeat. Then I will start the practicals of Spring Boot Actuator. Spring Boot Actuator theory. It is very important for interviews. Spring Boot Actuator theory. First point. Spring Boot Actuator called a production ready endpoints are production ready features that help you monitor your application. It provides a wide range of built-in endpoints or predefined endpoints. Example, total 14 actuator endpoints are there. So, first one beans, second one catcher, third one health. Health is a default endpoints. Once we are added Spring Boot actuator dependency, then this is automatically activated. So, health info conditions, config properties or props, environment, env, loggers, heap dump, thread dump, matrix, SOOM, SBOM, schedule tasks, mappings. So let's get started. Practicals. So I am mentioning like a step 2. So I am using our string, the student app for practicals. Go to form.xml, add the activator starter, right click. Here, right click on, this is the form.xml, right click on anywhere in form.xml. Spring add starters. Spring add starters. Once it is successfully loaded, then we need to add type actuator. Select Spring Boot Actuator. Next, checkbox and form.xml. Finish. So go to that starter, activator starter. This is the activator starter, right? Copy this, Control C. Here, step 2, add Spring Boot Actuator starter. This is the second point. So step 3. Step 3 is, so I am starting now this Spring Boot application. Right click, run as Spring Boot app. Here we are mentioning default endpoint. Health is a default endpoint. See, we will observe it is health is default endpoint or not. So Spring Boot application is now up and running. Wait some time. Then we will verify it. See here, endpoints links resolver exposing one endpoint base path is actuator. That means then step 3. See here, start Spring Boot application once up and running. Once up and running, observe in conjure by default one actuator, by default one actuator endpoint activated, that is called as health and base path is class actuator. See, step 3, start Spring Boot application once up and running. So I am stopping again. Let's see. So I am running Spring Boot application. Right click, run as Spring Boot app. So this is the console. So it is running. See, start Spring Boot application once up and running. Observe in console. By default, one actuator endpoint activated, that is called as health and base path is / actuator. So now this is Spring Boot application up and running. Scroll this side. See here, endpoints links resolver exposing one endpoint base path is / actuator. So then open the Chrome browser. Hit this base path. It is saying on base path, right? Base path / actuator. Hit this one. http://localhost/actuator. This is the actuator base path. Hit one. So see here, health is there, right? So go to our step 3, start Spring Boot application. We are started. Once up and running, it is running. Observe in conjure by default one actuator endpoint activated. So in conjure, see here, so exposing one endpoint, right? So that means one endpoint is activated. So by default, one actuator endpoint activated, that is called as health. So we are verified. This is like a health endpoint. See, health status is up. So activated, and base path is / actuator. Base path. This is the base path actuator, right? Base path is actuator. This is done. Next, step 4. Step 4 is step 4. So if you want to activate all means this is, yes, here total 14 actuator endpoints are there, right? So if you want to activate all 14 endpoints of actuator, then use this key value pair, then use this key value pair. See, if you want to activate all 14 endpoints of actuator, then use this key value pair. So that key value pair is, so go to application.properties file. So src main resources application.properties maximize post command activating. So activating all actuator endpoint. So management dot management dot endpoints dot management dot endpoints dot verb dot exposure include here by default is health endpoints IDs that should be included. So here management dot endpoint dot verb dot exposure dot include. I'm using star means R. So control C, control S, go to our nodes. So paste here. See, if you want to activate all 14 endpoints of activator, then use this key value pair. Step 4, if you want to activate all 14 endpoints of actuator, then use this key value pair. Here star means this star. This star. Here star means all endpoints. So control S, save, stop the server. So total, we know like total endpoint actuator endpoints are 14. By default endpoint is a yes. Now I am running Spring Boot application. Once up and running, then we can just refresh the actuator base path. Then it will appear all endpoints. Here appear all 14 endpoints. Then we can count these endpoints and then we can move further. So see here, post we can check it is activated. All 14 points are not here. Endpoints links resolver. When post time it is showing 1. See, exposing 14 endpoints. Remember? So just repress it. So these are the 14 endpoints. Let's count. This is the beans 1, catchy 2, L3, info 4, condition 5, 6, config properties, props, environment 7, loggers 8, heap dump 9, thread dump 10, matrix 11, SBOM 13, schedule task. This is 10, 11. This is the schedule task 13, 14. Mappings are 14. See, mappings, schedule tasks, SBOM, matrix, thread dumps, heap dumps, loggers, environment, config props, conditions, info, health, catches, beans. Few of I will explain. All are not required. See, health, that means our application is up or down. So, our application is up. So it is showing up. Beans like which beans are loaded. See, which beans are loaded. So these are the beans. Are loaded. Beans nothing but objects. These are the classes are loaded. So this, after that, catchy. So nothing, catchy is not configured. So it is showing nothing. Info, it is not configured anything. So it is not showing nothing. Config properties. See, so it is showing these are the properties. So let's go to environment. So these are the showing. Next go to heap dump. So it is downloaded one file. Thread dump. It is showing. See which Java version we are using. So these are it is showing like this. By using this, what we can do by using these endpoints. See here, post point. Spring Boot Actuator called as production ready endpoints are production ready features that help you monitor your application. By using these, we can monitor our application. By using these are 14 endpoints, we can monitor our application. Remember this point. So, like mappings, about mapping, see, actuator, web endpoint configuration, these are the mappings. So we can check this. In my project, just where I am verified only health, health only. Sometimes I am verified health, it is up or down. So if any issues related to performance kind of, then we need to verify remaining as well. So conditions. These are the some conditions showing. So matrix. See, these are the showing matrix. So next move to next step. These are the actuator endpoints. Actuator ready features. By using this, we can monitor our application. So step 4 is done. Step 5. Step 5 is if you if you want to activate activate few of actuator endpoints, then we need to mention, like, see, I'm copying this, control C, control V, like you can mention health comma, so health comma mappings. So I am activating few of endpoints like health and mappings, control C. So stop the server, go to application.properties. So comment this one for activating few of actuator endpoints. So activating few of actuator endpoints controllers. Here we are just activating health and mappings. Go to starter class, right click run as Spring Boot app. So once up and running, first we can verify in conjure. We are activating two endpoint. It is showing two number or not. Then we can check in Chrome browser as well. So here endpoints links resolver. So see, exposing to endpoints. So now total 14 are there, right? I am just repressing. It will be to health and mappings. See, this is the health, this is the mappings, right? Go to step 6. Step 6. So if you want to, if you want to change, if you want to change base path of Spring Boot actuator endpoints. This is the base path, right? So go to second step. I'm mentioning third step. Start Spring Boot application once up and running. Observing conjure by default one actuator endpoint activator that is called it health, and base path is slash actuator, right? So if you want to change base path of Spring Boot actuator endpoints, this then use this. So, so management, copy this one, management endpoints verb. After that, base hyphen path, base path equal to suppose I'm mentioning like a slash student service. Student service, it is a base path. Then we need to hit endpoint, like I'm copying this one, like instead of actuator, student service. So if you want to here, if you want to change base path of Spring Boot actuator endpoints, this is the base path. Why I am saying this is a base path? Let's check in console. See here, exposing to endpoints, base path. This is base path actuator. So this is a base path. So if you want to change base path of Spring Boot actuator endpoints, then we need to use this management.endpoints.verb.base path. So go to application.properties, application.properties. So here, so changing base path of actuator, changing base path of actuator. This is the base path, right? I am changing now. For that, manage management dot management dot here endpoints, management dot endpoints dot verb dot verb dot base path. It is saying base path for verb endpoints related to the servlet context path. Default is slash actuator. If you want to change, we need to use this key. So I am mentioning slash student service control as stop the server. Now base path is slash student service. This is the starter class. Right click, run as Spring Boot app. So once Spring Boot application up and running, first we can verify in Punjab this base path is updated or not. Once updated, then we can check in Chrome browser as well. These are the get mapping handler methods. So we are able to access in Chrome. So here base path student service. Base path student service. So previously this is actuator, right? We are changing. Let's refresh what will happen. I am not changing this actuator path. We are getting 404 or something error. We are getting 500 error. So I will change now student service. Hit here health and mappings only we are activated. Now base path is student service. So we are activated only two endpoints. Here we are activated two endpoints. So health and mappings, right? Changing base path of actuator. So this is the changing base path of actuator. So 6 point is done. So let's move to admin server UI. Admin server UI. Admin server UI. Here manually we are typing. This is student service side. Like we are typing manually health. It is showing health actuator endpoint. If we are typing mapping, it will showing mapping health endpoint. These are the JSON structure, right? So instead of it will source the, if we are using this admin server UI, it will like UI, it will source in like some buttons kind of. If we are clicking on like health button, then it will appear health matrix. These are the, if we are clicking on mappings, then it will open. These are the, so I will show some theory point post. So admin server theory. So I am mentioning like a step 7. Step 7. If we if we if we check all endpoints, if we check all endpoints manually, then it takes lot of time. Takes lot of time. Even complex process. So Spring Boot has provided admin server UI. Admin server UI. See here, this is 7th point is very important. If we check all endpoints manually, then it takes a lot of time, even complex process. So Spring Boot has provided admin server UI. See, if we will check all endpoints manually, then it will take lot of time, right? Lot of time. So here, if we check all endpoints manually, then it takes a lot of time. Spring Boot has provided admin server UI. To reduce that, Spring Boot has provided admin server UI. So why I am mentioning here manual and automated in actuator. Actuator starter, by using actuator starter, we are checking these are endpoints like health, info, environment, metrics, mapping. These are manually. So like in admin server here, it automated already available. Just we need to click on that button like beans. If we are clicking on beans button, it will appear all beans. If we are clicking environment, it will appear all environments like that. So admin server UI theory. If we check all endpoints manually, then it takes a lot of time. Spring Boot has provided admin server UI. So now I am explaining right, you are understand right? I am mentioning manual and automated. So we are eating each and every actuator endpoint in browser, right? Manually. So I am mentioning, that's why I am mentioning manually. So next step 8. Step 8, we need to add admin server and client dependencies. For that, go to form.xml, right click, Spring, add starter. Here once loading, we need to type admin. Here, this is the client server. We need to select both two. We have only single student app, right? So I am selecting both two. I don't have any specific server application. So I am including client and server in same application. Next, checkbox form.xml, finish it. So once building done, then we need to see it is updating Maven. So go to post, copy those two starters. This is the server, this is the client, this is the server. This admin server and admin client and actuator belongs to Spring library only. So step 3, step 8, add dependencies. So I'm arranging in like look like a pretty format. So yeah, I'm arranging these dependencies in pretty format. Next, step 9. Step 9, we need to enable the admin server at starter class. This is the starter class. We need to enable admin server. Enable admin server. Enable 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 admin server. The imports. This is the core centric board.admin server. So stop this server. So add one another step. This step add. So add starter class level. Add this enable admin server. Enable admin server. Enable admin server annotation at starter class level. Add below annotation. Next, step 10. Step 10. First, we can run and see it is working or not. Right click, run as Spring Boot app. So check in console. This is the console. Now Spring Boot application is up and running. Wait some time will be run. So it is now started. So wait some time. Yeah, it is up and running, right? So then type here http :/ localhost. See, this is the Spring Boot admin dashboard. No application registered. But we have one application, right? So we have student app. It is the application we are adding client and server, and we are saying so register this application itself as a register this service as a one application, but no applications registered. Let's verify if there are any errors in console. So I am stopping server. I am rerunning. Right click, run as Spring Boot app. So we are getting no applications registered. Server connection failed. Some errors we are getting. So let's check in console. Once up and running our Spring Boot application, then I will check in console what is happening. So I am again refreshing it is resolved or not. So still I am getting no applications registered. So scroll this side. Let's check logs. So here let's so it is not showing anything. So it is not registering. So we are added one server and client, right? In client, this application should be registered. For that, we need to add another key value pairs. So for that, we need to add another key value pair here. So register with admin admin server UI. Register this application with register register this register this application with admin server UI. For that, we need to add spring dot go dot admin client Spring Boot dot admin dot Spring Boot dot admin dot client dot URL. It is expecting string format. We can register multiple applications, admin server URLs to register that. So this student app, it is running at localhost 8080. Then http colon double slash localhost colon 8080. Control S. Stop this now. Then we can check again in console once this application will up and running. Just now we are stopped this server. Now I am running this Spring Boot application. So run as Spring Boot application. Let's once up and running, then we can verify in console it is registered or not. This service itself registered as a admin server client. Admin server client. We are mentioning client and server dependencies both in same. Here it is showing application registrator. Application registrator. Let's check. So here application registered itself as itself. So this application registered itself as a admin client UI. So just see now apal this is a health. This is the health Spring Boot application, right? So see if we are clicking, this is the mappings. We are getting the mapping. Just we are enabled to only, right? So I am going to back. So see, this is the UI. Why I am calling as a automated. See, without adding anything like beans, anything, it is coming automatically. See, click here. See, this is the mappings. We are just enabled health and mappings. So I will enable now all. Then let's verify. So that's why I'm calling automated here. If you previously, if you want to test health, we are typing health like actuator slash health or student service slash health mappings like that. But now it is coming in UI one screen, right? So here we are activated health and mappings, right? I'm commenting this as symbol for commenting application dot properties file controllers. Now I am stopping the server. So once the server is stop it, then I will restart. Right click run as Spring Boot app. Now I am starting the Spring Boot application. Once up and running, then let's verify. Again, it will be registered. So once up and running, then I can just replace that admin UI. So here it will now the exposing 14 endpoints. We are adding star application register itself as this some ID. So see now it is showing all. So I'm type http colon double slash localhost colon 8080. So all up, go to Spring Boot application. This ID is there, right? Click on ID. See all these metrics, environment, beans, config properties, conditions, dependencies. So let's check dependencies, schedule tasks, JVM, mappings, catches, everything, right? So suppose loggers, these are the loggers. Catchy, nothing is there. Mappings here. This is the method, get method, student service catches. This is base path actually. Actuator we are changing to student service, right? So I will just one more time revision. These 10 point, then I can close. These are the 9, these are the 10 point, right? This 10 point add. So go to application dot properties. This is the 10th point. Control C. Yeah, this 10 point. So these are the 10 points are very, very important about Spring Boot Actuator and admin server UI. So now I am repeating one more time. Spring Boot Actuator theory. Spring Boot Actuator theory. So Spring Boot Actuator called as production ready endpoints are production ready features that help you monitor your application. Spring Boot Actuator called as production ready endpoints. Remember, Spring Boot Actuator called as production ready endpoints are production ready features that helps you monitor your application. It provides a wide range of built-in endpoints or predefined endpoints. Example, total 14 actuator endpoints are there. Total 14 actuator endpoints are there. Beans, catches, health is a default endpoint. Whenever we are adding Spring Boot actuator dependency, then this health endpoint will be activated. Info, conditions, config properties, config props environment, loggers, env, loggers, heap dumps, thread dumps, metrics, SBOM, schedule task, mappings. Here step 2, add Spring Boot Actuator starter. So we are added. Step 3, start Spring Boot application once up and running. Observe in conjure by default one actuator and point activator, that is called here. Yeah, and base path is /actuator, right? This is go to conjure. We can check exposing one endpoint. It will be appear here, exposing one endpoint, base path /actuator. So start Spring Boot application once up and running. Observe in conjure by default one actuator and point activator, that is called here, and its base path is /actuator, right? Step 4, if you want to activate all 14 endpoints of actuator, then use this key value pair. So if you want to activate all 14 endpoints of actuator, then use this key value pair. Here star means all endpoint. This is the so activating all actuator endpoints. This is the key value pair. Management dot endpoint dot verb dot exposure dot include equal to star. So these are where added application dot properties file. Maximize here activating all actuator endpoints. Management dot endpoint dot verb dot exposure dot include equal to star. So next point, now fifth point, if you want to activate few of actuator endpoints, then we need to use management dot endpoint dot verb dot exposure dot include equal to which endpoints we need to activate. We need to mention here. I'm mentioning health and mappings. Here I'm mentioning activating few of actuator endpoints. Management dot endpoint dot verb dot exposure dot include equal to health comma mappings, like this. Next point. So 6 point, if you want to change base path of Spring Boot actuator endpoints, this is the base path I want to change, then we need to use here, go to changing base path of actuator. This is, so we need to use this key management dot endpoint dot verb dot base path is equal to, I'm mentioning this application name as the base path, like student service /student service. So after that we are using student service. See, http/localhost 8080 : student service. This is the base path. Previously actuator is the base path, but we are changed to student service, right? Now 6 point is done. 7 point, admin server UI theory. If we check all endpoints manually, then it takes a lot of time. Spring Boot has provided admin server UI. See, if we check all endpoints manually, then it takes a lot of time. Spring Boot has provided admin server UI to access those endpoints in one screen. One screen. This is the screen, right? So this is the one screen. We are accessing all endpoints here. These are all endpoints we are accessing. So see, admin server UI theory. If we check all endpoints manually, then it takes a lot of time. Spring Boot has provided admin server UI to access those endpoints in one screen. After that, we are added admin server, client dependency, and server dependency. So at starter class level, we are added enable admin server. So we have student, this is student app. In that we are added student like admin server dependency and admin client dependency. Like then it is acting like a admin server and admin client as well. At starter class level, we are enable admin server. This annotation we are added. Then register this application with admin server. We have to register admin server, admin client. Register this application with admin client UI. This is the admin client. So register this application with admin client UI. So we are added this key spring.boot.admin.client.url. This student application is running in port number 8080 localhost. So I'm mentioning the same. So in this video, we have successfully understand Spring Boot Actuator and admin server UI, right? Thank you for watching. For more videos, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Now I will commit my changes into GitHub. I will provide this notes as well. So I am changing Control S. So in downloads, I am mentioning like actuator. I'm saving this file. So I am going to downloads. This is the actuator. Control C. Then minimize So here I am mentioning that file, paste. This is the nodes, actuator nodes I am mentioning here for your reference. So after that, see previously when we are getting the endpoint like if dumps, it is downloaded one file, right? If dumps. So if you want to access here, if dumps, then JVM, this is the thread dumps inside JVM thread dumps, if dumps. See, it is also giving download option, download it. It is downloading one file. Okay, now I will commit my changes into GitHub repository. Now I'm committing my changes into GitHub repository. Right click on student app properties, go to location, This is student app. After that, CMD, git status. These files were modified, this new file were added. Git add, now it is adding to staging area. Now check, now it will show in green color. So it is now, these are there in staging area. Git commit -m Spring Boot Actuator and admin server, client UI. This is the commit. Git push. I will provide this GitHub link in description. So in this video, we are successfully understand Spring Boot Actuator and admin server UI. In Actuator, why I am mentioning manual, we are understand. In admin server UI, why I am mentioning automated, we are mentioning. Thank you for watching. For more videos, please subscribe to this YouTube channel.